Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Fallout 4. And as you can see, we are not where we left off last time. We left off last time in Ten Pines Bluff, Susan contemplating what to do. Well, she had to think about things, and there were two beds there, two settlers. She wasn't proposing to sleep on the floor, or even sleep in that godforsaken chair. Plus, the reception she got from Ten Pines wasn't warm and fuzzy, a bit cold. They're a bit sceptical about the Minutemen, and therefore she felt unwelcome. So she decided to head back here to Sanctuary. So she hot-footed it, brisk walk, retracing the steps that she'd taken that day, really, and came back here to Sanctuary where she could sleep in her own bed and sip on some bourbon. And as you can see here, we have a nice little setup on the table here where we have the bourbon bottle, the grey tortoise, and an ashtray, so she can listen to her music and well, enjoy herself. Speaking of bourbon, Trash Can Carla did come by last night again. She seems to like the place, which is good for us because she always brings a stock of items. So she had 2 bottles of bourbon in her stock. Susan deciding to only buy the one. She's now got 2.5 bottles. Looks like Trash Can Carla is going to be Susan's own personal bourbon delivery service, which suits Susan just fine. But more importantly, she also had some other items in her stocks that Susan was doing cartwheels about when I eventually get to them. She had some soap. Look at that. She had some soap. We can get ourselves cleaned up with some soap. This is absolutely marvellous. And she finally has managed to find a toothbrush. Carla had a toothbrush in her stocks, so we have toothbrush and toothpaste, hairbrush and soap. We can make sure that we're in pristine condition when we need to be chatting up people and getting a positive result. So that's going promptly into her survival kit. So before I crack on with the session, I'm just going to quickly go down the list of Susan's survival kit. Now, she has a Vault-Tec lunchbox, which she's cramming most of the stuff into. The rest of it will have to go into her bag, but she has quite a few items in the survival kit. Quite a few. So she has got a folder, and she's also got a book in the last session, an overdue book that seemed to be in good condition. So she now has a proper notebook to go along with her folder, along with a pen and pencil, so that she can make extensive notes when she needs to. In terms of DIY, she's got an adjustable wrench, she has a hammer, she has some duct tape, some Wonder Glue, a paintbrush, scissors, scalpel, switchblade, and screwdriver. So when it comes to modding items, when it comes to having to maybe do some DIY in the field, she's got the required tools to do, as well, pretty much any job. In terms of eating, she has a bowl, ceramic bowl, a coffee cup, she has a shot glass for the bourbon, she has cooking oil, a saucepan, a cooking pan, fork, knife, spoon, wooden spoon as well. She's got herself, oh yeah, and a plate. So yet again, she's got enough tools, enough equipment to be able to eat civilised and also cook up a storm. And finally, the last few bits and bobs in the survival kit. She has a lighter, she has some scissors, she has the toothbrush, the soap, the toothpaste, and she has, last but not least, 2 pairs of handcuffs. So if anybody gets a bit too frisky, anybody needs some justice dishing out, she can slap the cuffs on. Really taking it back to her previous job. So that's her survival kit. Not too shabby, eh? Not too shabby at all. Okay, so some technical stuff before we start to move. Then this will be a shorter session than usual, I think. Depends what happens in the session, I suppose, but I have had a bit of a play with the VSync settings. I've turned off the VSync in the game using the INI file, and I've turned on NVIDIA's VSync setting, because I was getting some frame rate issues with the recordings in the past, so I want to see if that resolves them. And I've had to cap the frame rate as well using NVIDIA Inspector, so all of this kind of technical stuff hopefully it'll not be an issue, but I don't want to record a nice long 90-minute session to find that it's all completely gone tits up, if you pardon the phrase. So that's just a bit of technical gubbins about that. See if we notice any difference. Also, whilst speaking about technical things, I do have installed True Storms. I've installed the True Storms mod before the start of this session. So that will give us more immersive storms, more immersive weather, heavier rain, louder rain sounds, louder thunder, heavy mists. And, well, as you can see outside, it's bright sunshine. Not that I'm complaining. So we'll maybe see some of those weather effects through the course of the next day or two. But I reckon Susan doesn't want to see them. So that's the only mod I've installed this session. I'm going to give it a try. The next mod I'm going to install, once I've ascertained that this is working properly, will be Darker Nights. So stay tuned for that. Right. Shall we get moving? Slightly long and convoluted introduction, but there you go. Okay, sorry about that. So, what are we going to do today? What are we going to do? We're going to bask in the glorious sunshine to start with, aren't we? That's what we're going to blooming do. Bask in the sunshine. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to transfer our junk, because there are a couple of telephones.
At least it's not raining.
That we purchased from Trashcan Carlo. It should give us some circuitry, and if we've got some circuitry, although it's not going to improve our defences too much, if at the main gate here we put a couple of turrets, that will at least increase our defensive capabilities in terms of the defence score. I mean, it's no Fort Knox just yet, Stanktree, far from it, but little steps and all that. Little stages, you know, and these are going to need power, I think, as well. Turrets, so we can make machine gun turret, heavy machine gun turret. Wow. Should we go? Oh, what, we don't have gun nut. Ah, Susan is going to be no help here. We've got a spotlight, heavy laser turret. Missile turret. Right, well, we don't... okay. Apparently this doesn't require power either, so this is quite handy. So what we'll do is we'll go for a couple of these things. Defensive turret here. And a defensive turret here. Machine gun turrets. Taking our defense up to 16, which is more than the 7 plus the 6 for the food and water. So this should significantly reduce the raider attack probability. There we go. And one final thing. We came back here last night. We spoke to Preston and informed him that we'd been to Ten Pines Bluff and that there were only 2 settlers there. And Susan is a little bit apprehensive about the fact that them settlers are going to come back to here once we've helped them with their raider problem. Why would they come here? If we're helping them with their raider problem, then once they have been told that the raiders are no longer an issue, why would they then move? Why not move now, away from the raider problem? So they're probably going to stay, and the main reason for us helping them is to get them to come back here. But there may just be another way for us to be able to summon more people here, because that's Susan's goal. She wants more people here to provide a more thriving community, a safer community to raise her son in. So apparently there could well be some form of a thing that we can use to call forth more people. Now, can we build it yet or not? I don't know. I don't know. Miscellaneous. Recruitment radio beacon. Ah, this is the one. So this will attract new settlers, apparently. So we're going to give it a blast. Now, just suppose we'll just stick it here for now. Requires circuitry, crystal, copper, steel, ceramic and rubber. Now I don't know if doing this so early on is going to be a good idea, but well, Susan is about to be leaving for the foreseeable future, so she wants to ensure that when she does get back, there is the possibility of an increased population here. If not from the Ten Pines Bluff settlers, from other people that might hear what this beacon has to say. So this requires power. So let's give it a small generator. I suppose it can sit right next to it, to be quite honest, for now. And then we need to attach a wire from this to this. No. So I assume this is this on? You've powered your first object. Congratulations. Alright. Is that off or on? Red means off. Green means on. Okay, so if the Ten Pines Bluff cronies won't come, at least somebody might. Let's get our companion, and we shall crack on with the day. Because it's going to be a long one for poor Susan here, I think. She's going to go down towards Diamond City.
Hey, come on.
Look at me with those puppy dog eyes. Get out. Right, let's move. So we've done our bits and bobs again in Sanctuary. Now, some people have been asking on the comments, are we not going to wall the settlement in? Are we not going to increase the defences? They're quite paltry at the moment, and I agree they are. What I'm aiming to do is well, Susan for a start has done the bare minimum, but I mean, she's done quite a bit, hasn't she? She's provided a lot of stuff for them, but she has her own mission to attend to. And when she comes back here with her son, as she hopes, she'll be in a much better place to be able to go full guns into developing Sanctuary. But what I'm aiming to do is I'm aiming to return to Sanctuary off camera numerous times to almost simulate the growth of the settlement. I mean, chucking up a bunch of walls and making the defences perfect right from the start, A, I don't think I've got the resources to do it just yet, and B, you know, slapping all that up in one day isn't massively realistic. So by returning back several times and just doing it bit by bit, it's almost simulating the effect of the settlers themselves doing it at a steady rate, if that makes sense. So that's what I will be doing, if I can. I mean, if I'm going to Diamond City, I might be a little bit far away to do that, but I'll try my best. So I don't want to be really advancing the time with fast travel too much. Keeping track of the days, this is day 5. Or is it day 6? Obviously keeping a very good track. So that's the situation with the settlement building, and more particularly the defences, the walling of the settlement. I do plan to put a perimeter fence around it eventually. I'm sure Preston, and specifically Susan, ex-police officer, should be more safety conscious. That's something that she would like to see happen. Okay, so we're back in Concord. Nothing much has changed here, and hopefully no more raiders have settled in. Oh yes, one other thing to address is the difficulty level. Over the past couple of sessions I've been out and I've had a fight with some raiders, and to be quite honest with you, it didn't seem overly taxing. Now it could be just the fact that it's early doors, but I've heard that when you get your perks and things, it actually... Oh, I can't do that. Wait a minute. Yeah, it actually gets easier as you get more and more powerful. So I am going to ramp the difficulty up to very hard. Unfortunately, if I change any in-game settings now, apparently it will change the VSync setting of the game, and I don't want that to happen because I've just changed it and forced it off. And apparently, if you change the settings in game, it forces it back on. So I'll turn the difficulty up to very hard in the next session, but I am going to turn it up. I think hard might be still too easy I want a little bit of a challenge, you know. Not quite survival level just yet, but we'll get there. Okay. So we were walking down this way when we saw Trashcan Carla, and she was telling us that Diamond City was down in that general direction. Just follow the skyline, follow it into the main town itself. So she's off. She's got no other reason to do any other thing, Susan here. She is going to Diamond City. Now, whether heading straight here at our low level is a bad thing, a good thing, I don't really care. But as far as Susan is concerned, this is the place to go next. Now, if she checks her map, she can see that this road leads pretty close to the Corvega assembly plant. And we are going to clear this of raiders, even though we might not get any direct benefit from the Ten Pines Bluff settlers. She's a helpful person, as I've already explained, and therefore we'll do our best to alleviate their problem. But we won't be running back to them straight away to tell them, oh, we've killed the raiders. We'll pass by, take care of this issue, and then once we've taken care of it, we shall continue on to wherever Diamond City is. And take it from there. Once we've got our son back, if he's still alive, we certainly hope he is, then we shall return to Ten Pines Bluff, with our son in tow if necessary, tell them that we've done the task, and go back to Sanctuary. That is Susan's overall plan. Corvega factory, clear it out, Diamond City, rescue son, back to Ten Pines, give him the good news, and hopefully she can take her son and the two settlers from Ten Pines Bluff back to Sanctuary, where there'll be more people from the beacon and they can all live happily ever after. Perfect, eh? Who's betting that that actually happens? Because I've got a feeling it's not going to happen just quite like that. Okay. The Drumlin Diner, open 24 hours. Now, we don't really have any particular reason to want to go and stop off at every damn location. So if we see a big building, do we want to be running in there and exploring and, oh my god, beautiful.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. You know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Excuse me. Don't mean to interrupt, but I said...
There, Scammer. This doesn't involve you.
Yeah. We can threaten these two. Stop waving that gun in my face, or it's going to involve me. I think that's exactly what we're going to say. These two are obviously up to no good.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
Okay, just take it easy. We'll lower our weapons, all right? Just don't do anything crazy.
Then we can ask for them to hand over the money. Not quite Susan's style. Yeah, what's going on here?
What's going on here?
That's a simple business dispute, got it? Trudy's sitting on a pile of goods that she owes me. I tried reasoning with her, but it looks like I gotta take what's mine by force. Want to make some easy money? Help me out. I could use another gun. Or maybe you think you can talk some sense into her.
Who's Trudy?
See that diner right in front of us? Trudy owns the place. She's converted it into a small shop. I sell her chems, she gives me caps and parts I need. And when her son Patrick had his 18th birthday, I might have sold him some jet. Then some more. Then a lot more. Now he's in debt.
Oh dear. We got ourselves some drug dealers here, Susan. Whoa. Wrong answer, pal. Wrong answer. This is, ringing bells, eh? Kids, young'uns getting caught up in buying drugs, ending up in debt to these scumbags, who then make their lives a misery or worse, kill them.
Looks to me like they shouldn't have bought that jet, and you shouldn't have sold it to them.
Yeah, well, hindsight's a bitch. And I'm holding the leash. Now, you gonna help us out, or what?
No. No. I don't think Susan is. Why would I want to help you?
And why would I help you exactly?
Look, I deal in chems. You know, medicine. Kinda useful out in these parts. Stimpaks can patch up your wounds in seconds. Not to mention all the fun stuff. I got that too. You help me out and we can do business. Trust me, I'm a good friend to have.
Well, we can't reject. She can ask. She can say that we can help if we expect to get paid. No. Let's do this. No. Or the last option, we'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this out. So that's the best of a bad bunch. I mean, is there an option to put a bullet between his eyes?
I'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this out.
I appreciate it. If things go sideways, we'll back you up.
Order up. Talk to Trudy. That trash can Carla again? She's popping up all over the place. She was only at Sanctuary this morning. We were buying bourbon from her. Yeah, it is. We're going to keep our gun out here. What are we going to do with these two? I don't think Susan is best impressed. I mean, there's no reason for us to want to kill them. Drug dealers. Going around terrorizing people that owe them money. But is there a sense of justice around here? Is there somewhere we could stick them away? Prison? Do you expect there to be prison here? I don't think we do. That must be her son. Yep, he looks in a bad way.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well, he ain't getting his money. Period.
Okay, we're gonna get her version of events.
Why? What's this all about?
Oh, that chem pusher didn't tell you? He got my boy hooked on Jet. Sold him a ton of junk on credit. And now he expects me to pay him off. That bastard ain't getting a single damn cap from me.
We agree. We agree. So, what can we do?
I want to help you, Trudy. What can I do?
Get rid of Wolfgang. I don't know what he offered you, but I'll pay you 100 caps to kill that jet-selling scumbag.
We could squeeze it for more money. Not going to happen. Or we'll get rid of him. Okay. We do want to get rid of him. Now, just going out there and sticking a bullet between his eyes, I don't think it's quite Susan's style. And until we ascertain how best to deal with people like this, I mean, it might transpire in the future that is the best way to deal with it. But she doesn't know that yet. She doesn't know that, so she's going to try and talk them away. If they draw their guns first, then we're going to have no choice. But well, you run the risk of this in business, don't you? Especially when you're selling drugs.
All right, Trudy. I'll get rid of him.
Thank you. I'll back you up from here. Go get him.
Oh, they've obviously overheard the conversation. Oh, I've shot Trudy. Bloody hell, don't just run in front of my line of fire, you silly woman. I'm coming. Help is on the way, dear. Don't run from me. Goodness. Well, as we'd hoped, really deep down, they did indeed draw. We didn't even have a chance to parley with them. They just drew their guns and started firing upon us. Must have overheard the conversation. Okay, we'll leave their armor. We don't need their armor. It's going to be a long journey. And if we start collecting every damn piece of crap that we come across, we're going to be over encumbered before we know it. God, I've got to stop doing that. I keep pressing B to back out of the looting screen, but it's not a looting screen anymore, is it? I mean, the looting system is much better than it used to be, but I'm still having to get used to it. Right, let's go speak with Trudy. She did promise us 100 caps. We didn't do it. We'd have done it for free. It's not the problem here. Problem is those damn drug pushers.
Excuse me.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
You got things covered from here?
Yeah. It's gonna take my son a while to get off the chems, but we'll make it. We always do. Now, let's get back to business. You need anything for the road?
Yeah, we'll certainly take a look.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
All salvage, but nothing's junk.
Alright, we're going to go speak with her son as well. Maybe give him a lecture about the pitfalls of buying and doing drugs. As if he's going to listen, but we can only do our best. Right, let's have a look how much this is to buy. 162 caps for 27. It is rare. 10mm not so rare, so we might just hold off on them. So we'll just go down the list. I don't think there's anything else that we really need as an urgency. Bowling ball. Suppose if any other items come up. Wow, a clean white plate. Holy moly. We already have a plate. A comfy pillow. I mean, some of these things are very useful for crafting, like getting crystal from a crystal decanter when you break it down. So even buying junk items like that is actually pretty useful here. But for now, we're not overly concerned. Oh, fusion core as well. Wow. What the hell is that? General Chow's Revenge. Does 50% more damage against robots. It's some kind of a sword. Serrated sword thing. Some more handcuffs. Oven mitts. Shotgun shells. Might get some of them. 282. Oh my god. Telephones are very good for the circuitry, so... Well, I'd say very good. Two circuitry. Fiberglass. Whiskey and wine. Right, I think we're going to have to maybe put back the shotgun shells. Put those back. Just take the 308 rounds. Anything else we can... Oh, well, I don't think so.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
Nah. No, thanks.
Not today.
Okay. Let's go give our son a lecture. Do the old policewoman thing.
Hey there.
Never take a hit at Jet again, I swear.
Yeah, well, now she's on. You've seen what they do, what it does to you. It makes you feel like crap. And look at the trouble it's got your mother in here. You know what I mean? She almost got shot to death here. Do not do it again. Waving her finger. Do the look that she's giving him right now.
Just itching more.
Yes, well, it's cold. Cold turkey, boy. Go on. I've got some handcuffs here. Handcuff him to the damn table, just in case he gets any ideas. If it was my son, boy, there'd be trouble. Anyway. Sure is suitably lectured. Aluminium can, and away we go. Right, okay. Well, I think we've Susan quite pleased with herself. Rid the world of two scumbags. What the hell's that over there? Rid the world of two scumbags, saved Trudy from being shot to death. Her son has hopefully learnt the error of his ways. All in all, not too shabby. Right, we can't resist. I mean, there are people here. They might know where Diamond City is exactly, might be able to pinpoint it on our map precise. In fact, I think it might be actually pinpointed on our map already. So, yeah. Whoa, it's quite far away, isn't it? Quite far away. All the way down there. Oh my god. Susan, you've got a long, long journey ahead of you. In that case, you never know. They might have seen, heard something. Any person that we see alive around here, if they're not holding a gun to us and firing at us, could provide vital information. Excuse me.
Hi.
Hello?
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Okay, just a settler, randomly walking around with a Brahmin. Another Brahmin over here. Oh, it's one of those two entities. Okay, so she's not providing anything useful. So we're going to go back on the road, make our way initially to the Corvega factory facility, and then keep pushing on towards Diamond City. It's 11:30. The day is yet young. It's perfectly fine. So it's nice to know that there is a shop here. It's not too far outside of Concord, so if Trashcan Carla doesn't come by often enough for our liking, then at least we can get some supplies from here. It's good to know. Good to know indeed. Okay. What the? Where the hell did those things come from? Turn around, Bobby! Turn around! Ugh. Oh my god, look at this! Cakes! Just smash the damn thing open! That's kind of cool. Oh! Coca-Cola Quantum. Oh, we've got a building over there. Doesn't look massively important. Let's keep going. So this is a general direction that we need to be moving in. I mean, there's buildings all around us, but as I've said, there's no reason for Susan to be overly compelled She's got enough supplies on her person at the moment. Food, water, ammunition. She's got enough items to survive on to be able to get her to Diamond City. So what reason she would have to go off scavenging in buildings at this moment in time? There isn't any. There's no reason at all. Unless we happen to come across people that need our assistance, like poor old Trudy there, we can divert ourselves for something like that, as long as it doesn't take us too long. But going off to every single building that we see is just not feasible. And now that she's on that road, now that she's on that journey, making the steps towards Diamond City, the heightened sense of apprehension but excitement that she knows that she's now moving towards her son's location, as per Mama Murphy, it's going to take a hell of a hell of an incident or occurrence to make her deviate at this point. The Corvega facility isn't too far from here. Now, this is one thing she will do. She's made a promise, and she doesn't like to break her promises. She doesn't like to go back on her promises. She has promised to take down these raiders from the Corvega facility. It is on the way to Diamond City, and therefore we'll take care of it. We won't be taking too long about it, if we can help it. How exactly do we look at this? This is humongous. This is huge. Absolutely huge. Not only is there the facility itself, but it looks like it's surrounded by some kind of a town. Maybe this is where the workers for the facility resided. Some kind of a small town. Oh, this could be more Lexington. Lexington. Why does that ring a bell? Have we been told about this place? Did Preston Garvey mention something about Lexington? I don't know. That potentially is where the raiders are, and if that is the size of the place, it must be absolutely littered with them. What do we do? There could be... there could be people alive here, and if there are people alive here, we can interrogate them, ask them questions. I mean, anybody carrying a crying baby is going to stick out like a sore thumb. They might know something, have seen something. Oh, we got some signs of life over there. All right. There's a building there that we can enter. Some kind of a diner here. Look at this place. Yeah, and hot plates apparently are a source of valuable materials. So whatever you do, don't overlook them. Employees only. Somehow I don't think that... Oh look! A sweet roll! Somehow I don't think that sign applies anymore. Oh, more hot plates. Looks like we got a basement area. Slocum Joe's basement. Okay, we'll go there in a minute. No, we're here now, so we might as well explore this damn place as best we can. Okay, so it appears to be empty. I say that as in terms of people. Elevator. Well, I'm really digging the music. Sounds nice. I think that's it. I was aware, well, people made me aware in the last session that I missed a couple of items in the satellite place, so I'm now very, very... Drinking glass! Ah! So we have a drinking glass to go with our shot glass now. Another item to add to the old survival kit. So yeah, so now when I'm looking around places, I'm just going to take a bit of time, a bit of extra time. I mean, it's not going to... I might slow the pace down a touch, but I really don't want to have to be backtracking because I've missed stuff. Plus, of course, Susan is perhaps more perceptive than I am, so I'm going to have to take extra time to ensure that she doesn't miss too much. Okay. Time is ticking away here. I mean, how far do we go into this place? We have seen signs of life over in that general direction. If we were to hazard a guess, though, that's probably raiders. They're quite close to the Corvega facility. What the hell? Was there some kind of a... Was this some kind of a garage, or they worked on vehicles? The hell are you doing, Bob? You playing football here? Right, we've got some stairs. Super duper mart. Well, if we were to hazard a guess, there could be an absolute crap ton of resources. Well, it's resources in there, although I suppose if every Tom, Dick and Harry has the same thought, there's probably not much left. Come on, Bob. Let's keep moving. Oh. Okay. Let's just turn that off for now. We don't know what we're dealing with here. Oh, I think we might have a clue though as a result of this. Though Susan probably wondering what the hell these things are, although we have been told about ghouls. Perhaps putting two and two together from the description that Preston gave us about ghouls and hopefully coming up with the right... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, this was not a good idea. Oh no! It's not a good idea! They're probably going to follow us outside here. We need to move. Bob! Bob! Is it Bob? Oh no. Bob, 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 come on! Well, I think we're going to end the session here. Bob has not come out here and is potentially in trouble. Now Susan faces a dilemma. Should she go down there? There's a lot of them things. Try and rescue Bob, or should she just move on? And thank her lucky stars that she's alive. I think we all know the answer to that question, but to find out for sure, join me next time as we shall, well, make that choice and then in due course probably explore the rest of Lexington, make our way towards the core Vega facility and try and rid it of raiders. And then if we've got time after that, we might continue on our way to Diamond City, but I have a feeling that that might take a while. So, well, join me next time. See you soon.